AJ, night. You're not gonna sleep. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Hi guys, good night, good night. Welcome to my live stream. As you can see, the title, Entering a New Relationship with a Child. So as you come on the live, just give it a thumbs up. Give it a thumbs up. I'm not seeing any comment. Oh, Taylor's family, welcome. Welcome to my live, guys. Good night to you. Me have to squint up my face to see the comment you hear. So if me miss nothing, I Shelly Scanner, me have to squint up my face to see the comment because as you can see, me have to wear glasses. Yeah, them not so 100. Hi, Lady D. Glad to have you guys. So tonight's topic, entering a new relationship with a child. So for tonight's relationship, for tonight's conversation, entering a relationship with a child attached, it can be good and it can be bad in a sense where um the child will be happy entering that relationship or the child may not be happy because it can happen both ways, whether male or female. Sometimes entering into a relationship with the child, sometimes the child feels as if their parent, the next parent, will be replaced by the other parent's partner, if you understand what I'm saying. So I would like your guys' feedback on it. If any of you have ever been in that position. Let me know if you are hearing me, guys. Okay. Okay, Shalikana. Me know your situation already. So have you ever met anybody who share sentiments in regards to having that experience? Because I have a friend and she have a child. I was sharing with Lady D the other night on her live. Yes, it can be challenging. It can be challenging because sometimes the child is the one that end up hurt in the situation sometimes. Because I have a friend, she have a child, and before entering in the relationship, the man knew about the child. But after they decide now to take it to another level, certain circumstances cause them to live together, and then the child have to go and live with them. In that sense now, you know, you always hear them say, see me and live with me are two different something. Well, in that case, you know, that man, elderly man, his children are grown, haven't been around kids as in the living sense for a period of time. So it was difficult for him. And I wouldn't say he don't love the child, but because he's not used to that child, it is a challenge and it is very hard because that child feel as if now that her father husband her mother husband don't love her. So it is something that is challenging, it's hard to deal with because she may feel as if sometimes her mother is not paying any attention to her and the mother is always with the man, the husband, and she don't like him because she feel as if him a take away her attention. Where the mother supposed to give her, him a get it. So Taylor family say entering to a new relationship with a child can be challenging, but it's how persons treat your child. Yes, I believe so too, but sometimes the person do treat the child well, in some relationship, the persons treat the child well, but because the child feel like say, or the children them feel like say, the mother or the father assure the partner too much love and them not get it, even though sometimes not go like that, but them just feel like say the man here try to replace them father or the woman here try to replace them mother. So sometimes the next partner don't get the respect, don't get but no love in return, nothing from that child. It's like that child resent the man or resent the woman because the child feel like say them a take up too much. Yeah. So that's how I think. I think in every relationship, you have to know the person to an extent before introducing that person to the child. And sometimes it depending on the age of the child too, it can be a delicate situation. Because I can share based on my experience, I have a child before I got married, and my husband loved that child like in love him own two children. And nobody knew that my first child is not for my husband because you could just look and know. Even if you come inside my home, you don't know because there are so many love that surround her. And where it can be challenging too, yes, Odari Smith, thank you for joining. Welcome to Chosen 5. Thank you for joining me. And make sure as you come on the live to give me a thumbs up. All right? Yes. So sometimes we have to be careful because during this process, sometimes it causes us to choose whether it's your child or it's your partner. And sometimes when you try to let that child know that this is where you go wrong, correcting the child feel as though, oh, welcome, Prince, welcome. I believe that Taylor family say, I believe that persons should build a relationship with the child and build a strong bond with each other. Yes, but sometimes the child also put up a wall. Okay. Sometimes the child put up a wall because the child feel like say no other man or no other woman not supposed to take them place. Take them father or them mother place. Some child feel like that. Sometimes some children it becomes difficult in a sense where sometimes the other party which their father or their mother outside, because this party that I'm talking about now, is the one that the child live with. So the other parent that the child doesn't live with, sometimes if it is a case where the child visit that parent and the parent can also influence the child, alienate and manipulate that child to try to turn that child against the parent that the child lives with, to cause drama and animosity in the relationship. Chilling with Lady D say yes, even if the child puts up a wall, society thing the child comes first. Yes, society think the child come first, because if it's a case where the child should choose whichever parent he or she wants to live with, AJ, stop, he or she wants to live with, and it is a case where they go inside the court, right? It is whatever the child say that the judge is going to believe. So if it is a case where the child, even though it's a lie, sometimes things can be a lie, they can lie on you. So they would have to go through the process, even though they believe the child and they are going to try and protect the child because the child is their best interest. So some persons may think you just go through the court and the child choose you because certain things may go on in the home based on what the child tell you. But it's not necessarily so. That's not where it ends. After you go through the court, the judge now would have to order certain things like living arrangement, living conditions. So they would have to investigate all these things. So they would go to the father house, they go to the mother house and they investigate and see which parent is more capable of keeping and taking care of that child. Love, I say, in some relationship, partners change too quick, so they are confused. The child so most of the time, they put up resistance on both sides of the parents. True. That is true. That is so true. And sometimes some of us parents, we do put men or women before our kids. Some of us fail to sit and listen to our children. It is not all the time whatever your child say it is true, but sometimes we as parents have to use up here so and try and do your own little investigation. Watch things. All right. Prince Odari Smith, that's Prince, my brother. He says sometimes the child will be rebellious and act out. That are true. That are true. But Prince, here you know. Then we act out and then we're rebellious. And sometimes it is because they want their own way. Because sometimes one parent is strict and the other one is more free-handed, right? Because let me use me and myself and my experience, right? All right, I am a parent like this. I don't allow my child to go up and about and go people yard, right? You know who me attack, Prince, because she's the only child I have that is not for my husband, right? So she know when she go and visit for her father because him work, which him have a lady, but at the same time that lady work, she have her mother that takes care of her children. Sometimes even his mother would be the caretaker for them when she's at work. Sorry. So when she go up there now, sometimes she with her grandmother, sometimes she there her cousin, sometimes she there at the stepmother mother, right? So when she there here now, because she's under certain rules and regulations, she have to take her book. She can't sit on the phone all day. Certain times she have to go to her bed and all of that. She may feel as if I don't love her, or I don't love her as much as our father love her. Therefore, if it is a case wherein she should choose, she would have choose her father because, yes, because he gives her what she wants, and it is not all the time what they want, it is what is good for them. So some children are like that. Prince say, yes, I agree. Yes, some children are like that. When they don't get their own way, they act out and they say this and they say that. And if you, the parent, don't know your child, you will feel like say, yes, this child feels some type of way. And persons who don't know you, when she talk or when he talk and say the lies, they will think as if, boy, the parent they wicked, the mother they wicked, or the father they wicked. When you are on the outside looking in and just taking only what the child say, you don't really know anything, you only know what the child tell you. And sometimes children do things wrong and they don't say what they have done wrong. Because me remember when me I grew up, me do enough wrong things and me never talk. Me never talk. Chilling with Lady D say, when co-parenting, the parents must meet and have mutual understanding. Yes, Lady D, me understand that, you know. I believe, Prince, I believe this mother is too soft. Hey, all right. Anyways, if I me attack Prince, boy, me not soft, you know, but you see, sometimes you have to just let go and let God work things out because you see, God, him are the winner, man, the undefeated champion, never lose a battle. So yes, when time me pray, my prayer answer. Might not answer when me want it, but always on time. Yeah, man. But you see, sometimes and not every parent you can co-parent and have good things with, you know, Lady D. You know, say some parents, all right. That's why some man and some woman no love partner we have pitney outside because sometimes it can be very dramatic. You see, worse if that partner they feel like say he still love you and he see all one next man with you. Lord have mercy, he do all when can. All when he know say you not come back to him, you know. All when he know you not come back with to him, he just don't want to see you happy. He just don't want to see you happy. So even when you try your best, Shelly Kana said children can be manipulative and I think you are trying to say they know how to use their head. Me agree with you. Because Lady D, me I one daughter dead. Not even one. I have two daughters. And smarter than them you can't find. And when they don't fix this up, because look, even with a baby, you know, notice if a child wants something from you, the child have something, you know, you take it away from the child. The child look at you and in fixing eye them certain way. I try to manipulate you so when he show you the little face that you're sorry for him and say, Lord, a baby, and you give him back. Children are children, they need guidance. Yeah, man, they need guidance, but you see, sometimes, lady, Shelly Corner, you try your best to guide them. You try your best to groom them and grow them up the right way, the way. Because the Bible tell us, you know, train up a child the way he must grow so that when he grow old, he will not depart from it, right? So, and the Bible go again and tell you, don't save the rod and spoil the child. While some parents feel as if them pitney enough to get beaten. You know fi slap them, you know fi discipline them. Beating a child or slapping a child doesn't mean you're abusing the child. Because you're not going to take up one big old long leather belt or light wire and beat your child and cut up your child. No, that is child abuse. You can discipline a child by talking to the child. All right. What if your child, all right, me now, Me have a daughter outside of marriage, right? All right, before me go there, Odarian said, no, sis, what I am trying to say is that I am experiencing the same thing with my first son. I always told him that I will always be his father first, and his best friend is always he always prefer his mom's house. All right. So sometimes the reason why them prefer a certain party, because sometimes it is that they feel comfortable around them. Sometimes it is that they are more free there, where they are not under certain rules, and them not really have nobody to tell them anything. Me understand that. Well, as I was saying, in the relationship, right? You can have, all right, say my husband then. My husband, my daughter, and my husband love my daughter like when love him one. Not this, not his best friend. Not his best friend. Okay. So him love her as how in love him one child. Right? And if it is where my child is disrespecting him, and I am going to say to her, you are wrong for saying that, or you are wrong for doing that. Sometimes because her biological father don't correct her when she do things wrong, she will rather to stay with him because she can do as she please. While at the same time, that's not the way things supposed to go, because you're supposed to try and prepare yourself. Because what I do, I try to prepare my kids for the outside world. Because remember, at some point in time, your kids will have to leave and go out on their own. So when they go out in the world, oh, they're not so pretty. So you have to tell them certain things. You have to say son or daughter, whatever you call your child. Because I used to tell my daughter, she's very friendly, she's loving. And I have to say to her, it's not everybody out there is your friend. Yes, so sometimes things are like that. So because them friendly, because them naive to certain things, they are easily led astray, they are easily manipulated. And entering a relationship with a child, it can be positive as well as it can be negative. Because my friend, as I was saying before, she's in a relationship, and yes, she love her daughter, and her daughter have certain behavior. Yes, she says she talk to her daughter, but it's like the father is more free-handed. So when she do certain things, she get away with it. While when she's at home with her mom, she can't get away with certain things because the husband strict certain way. All right, go and go sleep. The husband strict certain way where him a go discipline her, he not beat her, but he will talk to her. But it get to a point where he is saying she's wasting her money, which I don't believe that is right, because there's no way you cannot waste your money on your child. You want the best for your child, you want the best education for your child. So you are going to do what is needed to provide for your child. The next thing again, I don't think entering a relationship with a child, the partner that the parent choose to enter the relationship with should behave certain way or say certain things in front of the child. If you have an argument, you argue one side. You don't argument the child here. Prince said, I always discipline him in front of his stepmother whenever he passed his place. I didn't I don't argue in front of my children. When there's a disagreement, with my wife. That is true. You can't argue in front of your children, your child or your children. You can't argue, make them see. That not healthy for them. It is not healthy for them. And sometimes that cause them to be depressed. That cause them to be depressed, right? And some persons might just see a child behaving certain way and think that, oh, the pitney just miserable, or the pitney just this, or the pitney just that. But if the house is not a home, because you have to make your house a home, and if things not right in the home, it is going to affect the child. Because same way things affect we as adults, when it's not right, it is going to affect the child, whether in a positive way or in a negative way. So we are to be careful what we do in front of our kids, what we say in front of our kids, and we can't lift them up, especially when they are a certain age. You can't leave them up. And sometimes, even though it is the next parent outside, sometimes you have to be careful what you do. Because there are things that I experience in life that if I could take them back, I would take them back. If I could change them, I would change them. Because, all right, me being here and my child is somewhere else where I know she's not properly supervised. If I had the choice, I wouldn't allow my child to go. And if I try to keep that child away, you will hear that you're selfish and you're this and you're that, when it is not so. You're looking out for your child and the way you know how best to protect your child. Because children, they don't understand certain things until they grow older. Because there's a lot of things that I learn, and growing up, Prince, say parent did strict, so certain things you could do, and boy, sometimes me frustrated and me ball and me think about suicide and me think about this. I believe, Taylor, for me say, I believe that some children are rebellious. The reason why I say that is because I know a lady who had 2 children and she did everything that she could for the children, and one of them decide. Princess DWL. Shelly's Corner say some disagreement be should be had in front of the children. Remember, we are preparing them for life. For life. Don't paint the perfect relationship in front of the case. I think you are trying to say child. That not real. Me understand what you're saying, Shelly. But there are certain things, right? All right, say you have a disagreement. Maybe the child no need to hear that. So you're vexed with the man or you're vexed with the woman. Sometimes you can't really make your children them see that. You often wait till when time you lock up in a room. You say, babes, you know, say you do that and you me not like it. Or you do that in front of the child and you shouldn't do that. Or you say that and you should me not like how you say it, or me not like how you do it. But some people, they argue in front of the children them, and some big heavy language and some bad word. Because you see, my first relationship, it was a toxic relationship. And is a person like this, him no respect not even himself, much less him pitney. So you see, anything we come in him mouth, fi tell me, and that him a go tell me in front of the child, and he not go look on it and say, boy, later on, she might find somebody when she grow up and she feel like say, are the same way him fi treat her, just like how she hear him treat her mother. It not supposed to go like that. That's why I say some things and sometimes you can't argue make them see, you can't argue make them hear because it affect them. It will affect them. And some children, all when they not see nothing go on in the home fi affect them plan this and plan that because they want to go live with for them free and can have them own way. Taylor family say to call police on her mother and told the police that she wanted to go to homes. Hey, and her mother let her do it and the child end up regret it. Of course. Of course. I heard a story like this. You see? This child, all the time this child want something and feel like say he have to get it. And every time the mother not give him it, he say him a go hang himself. Him a go hang himself, because his mother don't give it to him. And one day say, alright, Prince. And one day the mother gets so frustrated. He asked for something and the mother didn't have it. She didn't have any money. And him say him a go hang himself. And the mother say she a go give him the money. Fi go down a hardware. Fi go buy the piece of rope. Fi go hang himself. Chilling with Lady D say the child will think okay, and some will say they don't want that lifestyle. Yes. So when the mother tell the child now if you go buy the piece of rope or hardware and go hang himself, guess and tell me what the little boy do. He never mention it to his mother again. When he asks you nothing and the mother says she don't have it, he go one side and go sit down. Because him never expects his mother would tell him that. Because him feel like him forgetting we at all time. Even when it not good for him feel like say at that him want, so at that him want. When me I grow up and me want to go look for your boyfriend and then tell me say no, me ball. And me want run away. And me want go kill myself. Yeah. And now when time me grow up, me say boy if me never grow a certain way, is either mother pregnant before time, mother have about 10 children, or maybe mother have AIDS, or maybe mother dead. So sometimes it is not now that the children really understand and learn that what the parent is trying to do, the parent that the child live with is trying to do, is try to prepare them for the outside world. So the mistakes that we make as parents, they don't come up and make the same mistakes. Because all of us make mistakes in life. All of us do make mistakes in life. I have made a lot. And sometimes if I could change them, as I said before, I would change them. If I could live my life over again, there are certain things that I would do differently. I would do a lot of things differently. I would wait for a lot of things that I was so eager to experience. I would have waited because since I became an adult, I say I may experience certain things. I say then what these people that kill up themselves over? Me not see excitement. You only feel excitement only for a period of time and then that's it. It's like you get used to a thing, you get seasoned to a thing, it coming like not no more. So sometimes what mistakes that we made too as parents, I believe someone shared it with me a while back, and I believe that also help. We need to find out our partner background before we went ahead and get ourselves entangled with them. Because some of the man them, some of the woman them, they are wolves in sheep clothing. Love I say, the two house mash up children. Life growing up. Yeah, a true. Because here one now, you try to instill certain things in them right here so. And yes, when they left from here so, Lady D said, true. Yes, man, true. Yes, when they left from right, yes, and gone at the next house, a different teaching and different story. Nothing like what you are tell them, say. And because some of them, as me said before, them no love the strict business. Because majority of children don't love rules and regulation. So yes, when they get their free and now, you were strict on them, you no love them. But it is not now that they will understand. It is later when they grow older. So as love I say, it do mash up children. Sometimes it confuse them. Sometimes it confuse them. And then they sometimes start get rebellious, start get disrespectful, start behaving certain way. They started acting out. And sometimes it is not you, the parent, that is trying to do the good that they want to stay with. They want to stay with the negative because I believe negative easier to adapt than the positive. I don't know why. Yeah. So sometimes it can be challenging, but as I was saying before, sometimes we have to do our own little research on the man them and the woman them. Try and find out little things. Sometimes even them family knowing and they not tell you. They not tell you say I'm a good man and this and that. They not tell you nothing. And then when tenancy things start collapse now, then say them did know and them did this and them did that. So in life we have to be careful who we introduce our children to. And sometimes as love I say, we have to somehow we need to go through the court and then make the court choose or they choose and organize some custodial whatever you call it plan. So if the child live with you, they can get 1-2 hour with the father, 1-2 hour with the mother, with supervision and certain things. Because some people then in the relationship and the relationship mash up and the next party move on and they have a healthy relationship, loving relationship, and when they see the child love the next partner, then start to create havoc. They try to get the child to turn against even the parent and turn against the partner. Sometimes too, in relationship with children, when the other parent outside looking in, seeing where your relationship is being successful, they try to mash it up because them can't keep a relationship. And they not get the fact that you were with them and they never do what needed to be done to keep you and ensure that all is well. But now when they see you in our relationship, then try to mash it up and try to create problem and cause all kind of thing. And sometimes when they see say all where them a try now work, them same one turn on the children or the child and they use the child. Then use the child to do what them want the child to do to cause damage. Worse if they know say you love your pitney. Worse if they know say you love your child, that's what they do. My mom was very hard on me. She used to be so strict, but I am very happy she was. It made me a better woman. That's what I am saying. All right, you see Prince Odari, he is my brother, not by blood, but we grew together. His mom raised me. My mother didn't have a clue about being a mother. Lord God, lady. Yeah. So the two of we grew up together. So him know the treatment. And as you hear me say sometime, alright, she will allow we to go places, but she give we time and say, alright, class party coming back 10 o'clock. And you see if you make 10 o'clock at your road and you're not reaching, No say you not go back one next time. So true me want go back, me always reach in early. But me not too love party, me not love them thing there. Lady D say fear mother never have a clue about parenting. Lord have mercy. I self-taught myself. Sorry, I don't have the same great experience as you guys. Shelly Kana say, I believe that the child, especially girl child, should be with their mom as long as the child is not being abused. Cause some of these little girls are a handful. All right. Lady D, Shelly Kana, yes, some of them can be a handful. Because with my daughter, me allow her to see her father. Why me allow it? Because I believe that she fi have a bond with her father in a sense where she will visit him. And the main reason why I send her to visit him, it is because his mother is at home. So I am saying no here. I am saying no, she will be there to take care of her and do certain things. But sorry, she will be there to take care of my child for me and do certain things that need to be done and see that she is in order and all is well. But now I discover that that is not what is going on. I agree, Shelley. Totally agree. I couldn't go anywhere, always at home, but me glad now. The only time I go outside is for work, church and supermarket. Myself too. Me myself too. So when all me dey home here now, it come like nothing to me because I'm used to being home. And the only way me we go out and feel comfortable going out is if I'm going out with my family. And sometimes Amanda Dream say good night, y'all. Stay home. Good night, Amanda. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Yeah. So if me now go out with my family, stay in my yard. Me stay home. But my daughter, she love up and down. She love up and down. So sometimes me feel like say, and that's why she love go up her father. Okay? See, anytime she hear about going up her father, her skin catch a fire. I didn't. I don't do that. To her. Okay, good. Amanda say, okay, good vibes, good vibes. Shelly, where you talk about? Come on, wait. Move that comment there and right there. You know, say you have to write that in a comment. Yeah. So, boy, it can be difficult. Amanda, we are talking about entering a new relationship with a child. I am back. Okay, Prince, welcome back. So, Amanda, our topic tonight is entering a new relationship with a child. What's your take on that? Yeah, man, so it can be real difficult sometimes. All right, me tell you. You see, certain things children not fi allow fi see, children not fi allow to do. Children must be children, and when you have a child, you're supposed to treat that child like a child. So when you're in, all right, for example, you're in a conversation with another adult, and that child come and butt in. That not supposed to happen. And sometimes because the next parent allow that to happen, the child come in and butt in and talk this and talk that, and you name invite them, you name call them, and then come in. And some parents will sit and allow it to happen. And it's not supposed to be like that. A child should be a child. Go inside, me not talk to you. Go inside. Or if you don't want to tell them that, you get the finger. And when they see the finger, they see the facial expression, they know exactly what they have to do. So some children, they don't want to be kids. They want to be grown up. Because I was talking to somebody about a situation, and you know what she said to me? She said the child said, you feel like say a little girl like me should I go through all of this? And I'm like, go through all of what? All right. Shelly Connor said, going with in a new relationship with a child can be tricky too, especially married. So true. Amanda Dream said, okay, yeah, I'm just trying to merge into the entire conversation. Keep going, I'm listening. I will send you my feedback in a few. Can you even see this? Social. All right. Shelly says sorry. All right. So I am saying what shall go through, because she's not being hungry. She is being taken care of. She's surrounded by people who love her. And somebody says that the child is depressed. Can somebody tell me the behavior of a depressed child? Because, all right, the child is getting good grades in school, still getting good grades in school. The grades never drop. And the child is functioning properly. The child is healthy. So, what's the behavior of a depressed child? Depressed in a sense wherein she's being abused in the home. She don't feel loved in the home. There are many things to think about. For example, for years, it's me and my child, and all of a sudden, here comes this man into the milk that it takes up mommy time, and it depriving me of the attention. Yes, yes, yes. You're on point, Chelikana, because of that me a share now with the little girl, with my little friendy. It has always been her and her mom. And the man know about the little girl, and the little girl know about the man, but they never live together yet. So now when time they live together, the mother work and she notice, the little girl notice when the mother come home from work, she not really spend much time with her because the mother tired. So the mother just bathe and gone lie down. Tomorrow now are the same thing. Yep, us children must know them space. True. Good point, Shelly. Amanda said, good point. Shelly Connor say, I hate to type. Yeah, man, me know me soon get the phone for your call. I saw you go. DWL. Me soon get one something for your call, pan. Hopefully, next live, we try sort out thing. But you know, say try my first live, me have to just try. Yeah. So, me want to get one phone where who want to call in can call in and share. Cause me love when you call in to, you know, Shelly, cause you're full of vibes and you talk up the things them. Yeah. And you're not afraid to talk. Yeah, man. So the little girl feel like say the man, the husband, take up too much her mother time, and she not get her mother certain way. Shelly Connor say that in itself can cause the child emotional baggage and problems. Taylor family say I like it. Amanda Dream say LOL. Taylor family say LOL. I wanna laugh. So through that now, the little girl and she love her father, you see? She love her father bad. And the father not capable to take her. The father not capable to take care of her. And the father is not a stable person. And the father don't want to work. But the mother give her what she want. She not hungry. She not naked. She have every little thing for her comfort. But something is still missing. She know say her mother love her, yes, but you know used to your mother and your mother alone. And when your mother come from work, I just you and her, and she maybe used to hug you up and love you up then time there. And now every minute she see this man, every minute you're tired and you're gonna lie down side of this man. Sometimes it can be challenging. Some parents don't include the children in the mix, have game night, date night with them, etc. May I work with your moms? Hey, okay. So yeah, man, cause when me do, you see, all in the pandemic, me buy my husband did carry down domino and certain games. And when me go in at the town, me still take up few games. And because of 5 of us in a family, but my son him small. So a 4 person we can really play the game. So what we do, because him not allow we to play nothing. So we wait till when him asleep. And when him asleep now, we have we little game night. Sometimes we have movie night. But sometimes, Shelly, you do all these things and it seems like it is not enough. Sometimes you wonder as a parent, living with your child and your husband who is not the child father, or living with your wife who is not the child mother, and giving the child the love, the attention, the care, and all that the child needs. And at the same time, it seems like it's either something you are not doing right, or something you never do, or you not do enough. Shelly Connors, oh, yeah, man, me read that already. Yeah, so sometimes, as me say, it can be the next parent who influence the child because their relationship is not going as planned, or they envy your relationship. They envy the fact that your child love your husband who is not the father, or your child love the mother, your wife who is not is her mother. So sometimes it can be real difficult and cause us to question ourselves. I believe that the step parent had to also be given the space to cultivate a relationship, a bond with the child. Yeah, and sometimes you see the step parents bond with the child and try to do everything that they can do for the child feel comfortable, not trying to win the child love, but doing what they know a child should get. Treat a child or they know a child should be treated. Love a child or a child should be loved. And sometimes you still question yourself and wonder if it's not enough, or what you have done wrong, or what you are not doing. So sometimes it can be very difficult. Sometimes it will cause you to even choose. And things like this match up relationship. Because some step parents love the cow, not the calf. Yes. Yes, man, are true, because of that one in other relationship that may I tell you about. Because me even say, how can you love the cow and not the calf? You're supposed to love the two of them. Ricardo Taylor, welcome. Welcome, Ricardo Taylor. Taylor, make sure you thumbs up the live, boss. Yeah, man. So, sometimes that's how it go. And that mash up relationship. Because you see, sometimes when time they don't love your pitney and you talk, you hear say, you no give your pitney no wrong, and you know this, and you know that, because that man feel like say sometimes the mother no give the pitney no wrong, because sometimes she try to protect the child in her way. Yes, man, sometimes pitney wrong, but sometimes you have to step up and protect your child in a certain way. And or you can tell a parent say them a waste their money pon them pitney. You can't tell a parent that say them a waste their money pon them child, but yet still you want them to take their money and give you the husband, the money where them a waste pon them child, them to take it and give you. Which part pon earth me never hear that happen before. There was a point that I had to say to her, no man, for your relationship sound like a friend thing. And not even good friend or best friend, just friend. Me say you have to go work on that. Me give her little tips and say you can do so and so. She say basically what she a try to say Shelly Kana. Shelly say, and that is another thing too. Yeah, and basically what she a try to say, she not love him because I know just she alone him a treat certain way. Him a treat she certain way too, and she feel a way. And she not love him and she resent him and certain things. So she a get damage in it and the child a get damage in it. But in a that case now, hey Kelicia Okana Susie, you like this? Alright. The topic is entering a new relationship with a child. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Glad to see you. Anyhow, Shelly say, if him time up, him need to go. But she and him married. And guess one of what cause them fi married? He say him a Christian and he want go in a church. Right? And him married. And the two of them start out till they all put together to acquire certain things. So she now say she a go left him. Him a say she not feel left because as they don't cow fat. And she decide say she not love him and she not this and she not that. And I'm saying, remember, are your husband. Please to read my other comment. Hey, which one? Alright, if him time up, let me look for it. Make him go on. If him time up, make him go on. That one there? Make him go on if him time up. Him need to go. Alright, mama, me read it. If other one there you talk. Yeah. Alright. So she in a different state of mind and frame of mind now where she a say she not left because she not left and go pay rent and she not left and go pay mortgage because she have to go pay mortgage for the house and then pay rent. And I am saying to her, you have to know where you want. You see, until you know where you want, you now go get out of this situation. Me say to her, sit him down, talk to him, let him know how you feel. Let him know how you feel about him, his behavior towards your child. Because sometimes, him not know say you feel offended even though you show it. Maybe him feel like say in talk this week, so next week everything alright and gone back to square one. Shelly Connor says some of them secretly abuse the children, both sexually and otherwise. True that. No like talk about the sexual part, they no cause that part they make me afraid, man. And sometimes yes, when they can't get the pitney for abuse sexually certain way, at that time they eat the pitney and sometimes some of them will say the child can't stay there. And some mother and some mother, me say mother, cause a lot of mothers uphold with this. Some mother because them love the man so much, then cover it down. Some of them we say I lie the pitney I tell and not believe the child. And that cause the children to act up and resent the kids. Love man. Yes, some of them love man and put man before them pitney. The reason why me say women, because a lot of women do it. Me not know if no man love no woman more than how they love them pitney. Fi allow that. But me know say woman do it. Some of them as mother too, they don't act like mothers. Then we dress up the pitney for the man and send him go to the man. And it is so heart-rending because it's not supposed to be so. It's not supposed to go like that. How can you allow a grown man to go to your child? Sometimes when you look and you hear about certain things, that girl is not your child and you feel it so much. Plus, if I feel no man would have to do damage, that one day make me have to put me hand on my head. No man would have to do damage. You must be crazy. Allow me have to look for the comment. Why? I not even know what to say, but Shelly Kana, it is so true and it is so real. That's why me say and me I go say again. Some of us, if we can, try and research the partner that you go to. Try and research the partner background before you introduce your child to that person. If you can, live with the person for a period of time before you carry your picnic and live with them and find out how the man stay or how the woman stay. Because you have some woman, they love you, and they love your money, and they not love your pitney. Some woman, Shelly Kana say, some step parents want to beat your kids and pressure them hard too. Very good idea. Yeah, man. I know say as somebody tell it to me, and me I say, boy, that one yeah. Nobody never mentioned it to me before. And when time me hear it, from that me always use it because if me did do certain background check, certain things would happen. It look like me should have wait like how you wait. Telecana. Yeah, because some of them they don't love your child and then we dig down the man, dig down the man for you all our money and say, alright, the pitney live with me. She no want the man say no money can't give me for the pitney. Or the pitney no forget nothing, she forget everything. And sometimes they have pitney too, and they want the man to take care of them pitney and not take care of him one pitney. And some of the man them so fool. Shelly Kana say, true, some of us dark as Jamaicans, but find all him ex and find him out. What kind of partner they used to be? That me I try say. And some of my ex them they not even want talk, cause some of them share my behavior way man treat them. Some children misbehave mainly because they want to have their own way and do what they want and tell you as the parent that they are stressed out. So true. So true. They want do what they want. And when they not get to do what they want, you hear say you not love them. So true. And then and some of them then tell a lie. Then tell a lie and then tell lie in such a way that sometimes you have to be careful of them. Because some of them then tell her son lie upon you. Yeah, then tell her son lie upon you, you have to wonder, you have to sit down and go back in her brain box and say, me did do that, or me did say that, cause me no remember. Maybe me say it and me don't remember. Yeah, some of them tell son lie upon you, man, you have to draw back for your memory and say, boy. Some of them, when they tell you lie or it lick you, you wonder how they come up with that so fast. And remember, pitney smart. And then study them parents And just like how people try and manipulate people, so then try and manipulate them parents. You see worse when they know say you love them? Lord have mercy. And when time then come and then fix and then this and then that. Children are easy. Ricardo Taylor says some children is so ungrateful. Shelly Connor said children are easy. Taylor family says so true love ice. Yeah man, a true she attack. A true she attack. Pitney love them one way, you know. Cause boy me used to want my one way bad. And when me not getting me ball. And true me never used to have friend. Me used to love climb tree and them something. They are them little something them me used to do. So when time me not get my way, nobody not see me. Me gone somewhere gone by myself, gone ball. And now that me get big, me understand and say, I feel me one good. So that's why me try to instill certain things in my children them. To make them know say, me prefer you hate me now growing up and love me later on when time you come to your understanding and see where I was trying to prepare you for the world. Because you see, sometimes if you give them what them want, even though you know it is not good for them, you see later on when they have sense, trust me, them are gonna hate you. I had a issue commenting. Me no know how workers that. Me no know how workers that lady there. Yeah, them are gonna hate you later in the long run. Look like touching something wrong. Okay. Them are hate you in the long run. So do what you know for your best to do as parents and make the pitney them know say them a pitney. And when the time come, okay, alright. When the time come where you need to protect them and step up for them, just make sure say we as parents, I mean not take myself out tight, we as parents play our part and play our part well. We know want when time later on then grow up, them bite off with ears. They might not literally come and bite it off and spit it out. But them are gonna come and say, Mommy not grow me right, or daddy not grow me right, or daddy allow mommy and daddy allow me to make certain decisions that a child shouldn't be allowed to make. Because some decision that I have made, when time me grow up and me look on it and me I say, boy, then did ask me if me want to stay in a school or if me want to go learn trade. And me choose trade. And me never know say choosing trade me not go on a subject. And me never know say the outside world in order to get a work, you're gonna need subjects. So things like those, just using an example. So we have to know what we are doing, play our part well as parents and try to do it best as parents, as in protecting our child. Let our child, our children know when they are wrong, where they are going wrong. Let our child, our children know that they are loved. Show them love. Tell them you love them. Tell them how beautiful they are. Tell them how cute or handsome they are. Because you see, when time them go outside or even in the same relationship, when your partner come in and start tell them how they look, because you never used to tell them, and sometimes them a tell them that because they want to get to them sexually. So see, if you not do certain things like those, anybody come and tell them certain things where they want to hear because them naive, them a go believe. Them not say, oh, mommy and daddy did tell me that already. So that not new to me. Me know that. So we have to do all of those things. Try to let them be comfortable talking to us. If you have a partner and the partner touch them a certain way, the child should be able to be comfortable coming to you, say to your mommy or daddy, Tom touch me this or Tom touch me that way there. And you're supposed to know how to deal with it. Lady D say, the funny thing is when you put these kids first and they start acting different, it can break our heart as parents. Yeah, true. Love I say she is the only child for her mom and she will do everything to stress out her mom. She tell her mother that she just want to have, hey, every day. Me not even say a word. Every day. And she must not stop her now. She is pregnant at the age of 14. And you see, sometimes love eyes, some parents get pregnant very early. And then I want the pitney come experience the same thing. That's why you hear people talk about generational curse. You have some line where every time, every pitney them are 14, every pitney in a family are 14 them pregnant. Then call it generational curse. Yeah. And if you not try and break it, cause some of them sometimes when time they want to go out the road so bad, then we do anything. They wouldn't mind if you're dead. Sometimes they wish you the parent dead. And guess what? You see her when she have this here pitney here? Me believe, me no know how true it is, but I believe and I think because I experienced some of it. Me feel say, you see some trouble where some we give with parents, if I even one pitney out of where we have, always come and give we the same problem. And sometimes it cause me, cause me I talk about myself now, it cause me if you sit down and look and say, boy, and you look on them and that's why some parents can't stand them pitney, you know, cause when they look on them pitney, they see too much of them. Taylor say, wow, love I say, yes, lady D. Shelly see Shelly Kana say, where you are go say? Where you are say? Taylor say, wow. Shelly Kana say, you get it back. Shelly Kana say, whatsoever a man sow it, that shall he reap. Boy, me no know, you know. Me no know, but me feel so. Me feel so because some my problem they when me used to give. Me see my pitney then come give me them. Yeah? So me feel say if I even one pitney out of lot where you have, I go come and give you the same treatment. And that's why some parents can't stand them pitney, as me said before, because they see too much of them in them. Because some of them then lie, and when time they have a pitney, the pitney come lie same way. Some of them then tricky, and when the pitney come, the pitney tricky same way. So it come in like two peas in a pod and the two of them can't agree. Not all the times. Yes, sometimes and not all the time for true. But I'm just saying, I have seen some of me in my kids. Things that I used to do then. I see them doing it now. And sometimes when you look on them and see them do it, me not even beat them. But you talk to them and you say, Tom, Dick, or Harry, that is not right. Those are things that I do in the past and me see where it not benefit me, it not good for you. So sometimes we have to talk to them. When you see them act out like how you used to behave, sometimes you have to talk to them and make them know certain things. And know say you used to do it too. Because sometimes when they see we strict up on them, then I know say we did liquor too, you know. Because they are a product of who you are. Same so. Same way so. Because sometimes me sit down my children them and me tell them certain things. And them a say, a true daddy? When me tell them, you know, them a ask daddy if a true. Cause they no believe. They no believe say me did liquor too like how them did liquor too. So sometimes them so naive. You have to just try protect them in whichever way you can and guide them in whichever way you can. Because if you left them up so, then gone astray. then stray away. And if you're not careful, you might lose them. Yeah. So me want to see if me can come off the live 9 o'clock. Because I 8:47 now. So me just go and talk a little bit more. Yeah, so you have to just try and steer them in the right way and just try to protect them in whichever way you can. Even though sometimes it might not work out as how you would have wanted, as how we parents would have wanted, because the worst thing is when you have a child outside of your relationship and the parent is a dramatic parent. The government don't want to help her with her daughter behavior. Her mother try her best with her and she keep shaming her. Alright, you see with that now, Love Ice, with that now, the mother no want to help, the government don't want to help her. And you see if say she was a child who make problem and so on in a problem with the law, and them same one would have come all and pull her and say the parent no grow her up good, then would all and pull the pitney, you know, and say the parent no grow her good and this and that. And the same government them now, when your pitney not behave, then tell you say you no fi lick the pitney and you no fi discipline the pitney and you no fi this and you no fi that. And when the pitney a give problem and you go to them, they not help you. They not sit down and talk to the pitney. Nothing they not do fi help you. Yeah, nothing they not do fi help you, but when time the pitney start on problem in a society now, then send out reinforcement and all kind of things fi come for them. And sometimes even lock up you to the parent. So sometimes it's difficult when pitney want what they want, then we go to any measures to get it. When they say you not give to them, then go any measures to get it. And it is so funny and it is so unfair. It is very unfair because me no parent will go to the police station already and tell the police to come take a pitney. And then want the police to carry my homes. And they never do it. And a something happen. And the parent carry the pitney go at the homes and left the pitney there. And when time she carried the pitney there and left her there. And she explain her situation. And the pitney there for couple good while. Yes, when the pitney come out, a change child. Because she see say which part she did there, a better rose. Homes and a better rose. So she have to left badness and come home and behave like a child. SEX of adults, married people. And she did a run down Love Ice. And she taste it there. See if she still a run it down. She taste it till she get a product from it. But such is life. I just so life go, yeah. We just have to be careful. And the only thing we can help us in this time and in this time, this day and age, are prayer. So when we get up a morning time, and all of we might be Christian, but pray over your child, pray over your marriage, pray over your household, pray over your family. If you have olive oil, you get one olive oil and make them consecrate it and you anoint each child. You anoint even yourself and pray over yourself. Tell yourself, I am blessed and not cursed. I am above and not beneath. Yeah, you have to do those things. You have to prophesy to yourself. Prophesy over your pitney day life. Break generational curse. Because people don't know, say some people don't know that generational curse are real. It is real. When you see one something keep on and repeat itself, you have to put a stop to it. And nobody cannot break it but you. You have to just seek God, trust God in whatever you do, put him first. Make him lead you. Make him lead you. Amen, sis. So true. Yeah, man. You have to just make God lead you. Make yourself be available for use you. As me said before, he never lose a battle. So no matter what storm we are go through, no matter where we are go through in our relationship, no matter where we are go through with the pitney, God is able and he will carry it through. So tonight, as me go end this live here, I want you all to stay blessed. Remember to pray before you go to bed because prayer changes things. And I am going through a phase and I am just trusting God to turn it around in my favor. Because you see, whatever the enemy meant for bad, my God turn it around for good. So stay sweet, stay blessed, sweet dreams to you all. Remember to pray, cover your household, cover your family. Until next time, bye. Bye, guys.